What's up, Council Comics? It's new keys of the week, new comics for the week. Be back in 30 seconds.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes?
We're talking keys of the week. We're talking comics. We're talking hot comics. We're talking our favorite comics. We're talking CGC signings that are coming up. We'll be right back.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
What's up, Council Comics? Here we are, Monday, the 29th of May in 2023. I got Phil with me. We got Ronaldo, aka Green Shirt Guy, with us. Unfortunately, our fearless leader, Sam, is not doing well today, so we're going to kick things off without him. But that's okay, because,
No,
you know,
you killed him just like in comics. But he'll be back.
that's awful. That's really awful. All right. Is the music overwhelming anybody?
It's a little loud.
A little bit loud.
Great. And I
Can
don't
I
know how
just
to
laugh too that Facebook needs to change the algorithm or something? Because I constantly get notified that this show will be happening and I might be interested in it. And I'm like, I'm on the freaking show.
Well, yeah. Well, first off, you there's a few factors in that. There's a few factors.
Oh, I'm sure there are. I just
Right, but also Facebook doesn't know. Facebook
yeah,
doesn't
it's probably
know.
true. It's probably true. It just makes
You
me
know,
laugh.
Facebook, like, how's Facebook gonna now? Facebook knows I'm connected and Phil are connected because we're all linked to this account, this streaming account.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but I still get pop-ups, you know, from Alternaverse about our show. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
you know,
right.
and I follow our own hashtag the Council Comics, and then I see you guys using hashtag Council Comics, so now I have to use both hashtags. How are you folks this week?
Doing good.
Doing good. Doing
It was a good holiday. Like, how was your holiday?
Oh my god,
I mowed the lawn. Like, it wasn't the best of holidays. And I mowed the lawn. I played some Zelda and I read some comic books. And
there was a lot of cleaning in the house today.
yeah.
go ahead.
No, that's it. Go for it.
I was like, I walked in the parade for the soccer club. I'm the
Yay.
president, so you know I gotta show my face.
There was a soccer day parade.
No, it was a Memorial Day parade, but I walked for the local our club had a float, so I walked with that. Down Main Street, and then we went to lunch, and then I went to the shop, talked to Anthony for a few minutes because I will be, for anybody in the area, out in front for the Hyde Park townwide yard sale this weekend, Friday and Saturday, from 10 to 4 is the town-wide yard sale, and I will be out in front selling stuff because my son's going to Germany, and all the money is going towards that. So anybody wants to go out buy stuff from me, that's where I'll be this weekend.
Oh my God, you're sending Junior to Germany.
Germany and Switzerland.
Oh wow, Switzerland too.
Yep.
That's very nice. How old is he now?
He just turned 13.
Oh my God. You know, it's funny. All my nieces and, well, not all of them, but all of my nieces and nephews that got to take an international trip, it happened at 13. And it was one of those things where, like, if you don't sign your kid up for this, it's never happening again. Like, every time.
Of course. Right.
You know? And it's true because there's a couple of, somewhere in the mix of my 8 nieces and nephews, there's a couple of people who didn't get to go. You know, but like my 2 oldest nieces got to go to France, and one of them, the trip like also involved England, like so, like also of course they got like a really nice international trip. And for my oldest niece, it was like her French teacher was the one behind it, and their French teacher even taught them how to make beignets in class, like how to fry them and powder them, the whole thing, make the proper dough. So that was like really neat. So I really hope that Junior is going to have an amazing time in Germany.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to convince him. I think he's starting to come around. When we originally, they sent the thing home, he's like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, no, you really should go just for the experience. So
yeah, I mean, listen, it's a little nerve-wracking flying across the planet alone with your school buddies and whoever else.
I'm going to. I was gonna.
Oh my God, you're going to! Now it's amazing. Now it's amazing.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, because any money that I make, I'm throwing it toward his trip. I'm paying for myself. But
that's fantastic. So, no, that's really nice.
Yeah, we're going at the end of June. So.
Oh man, that. Now that's.
Well, I kind of got him to go initially. I was like, he's like, I'm like, what if I go with you? And so I talked to the woman. She's like, well, there's nothing that says parents can't come with us. So yeah, come on. So yeah.
No, and of course, usually they always invite other chaperones. I do remember when I was in high school, so we're going back 25 years. No, 26, 27. But when I was in high school, I remember someone's mom told me about her class trip to Spain and how she wanted regular butter, like as we Americans know it. Right. And when she got her butter at this restaurant, everyone ended up with everyone started requesting butter. And the bill was ginormous. Right. And she was so embarrassed, but like her father had given her a couple of traveler's checks, like in case she got in any real trouble. So she cashed one of the traveler's checks just to cover the butter because she felt, the teacher was like, oh my God, like, did you know? She's like, I had no idea. I just wanted regular butter and anyhow, it was a whole thing. They all learned a lesson, but she paid for it, but anyhow, it was like a good laugh for her. But enough about foreign trips. We've got local comics
to talk about.
That's right. Did you guys read anything fun this week?
I read a couple.
What a bunch. I read. I got through a stack this week. Not the biggest stack because it was a busy week. But I got through a little stack.
I got through a stack.
Danger Street was
Danger Street's so good.
Yeah,
that's Dark Side on a box of cereal right there.
If you eat all the colors, you
read this one?
What's that? The Vigil?
The Vigil.
Okay. Yep, I read The Vigil.
But I read it today.
Yeah, mine is old, but I read it recently, and that is Stargirl and the Lost Children #6.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Which was Phil, have you read this?
I have not read that.
All right, it's pretty good, and it ties into the other Golden Age stuff that he's doing. And at the end, it's like see more of what do they call them? Oh, of Young Justice Society. See more of them in Justice Society.
Oh,
so I guess
this one. I actually read this week. This was one.
Yes. Very good.
And then this is the other one I read today.
Astrobots. Is that pretty good?
It's interesting. I'm going to give it another one to see where it really is going. It's from the viewpoint of a robot, at least this issue. And they were sent ahead to more or less get a planet ready for humans to come. And there's something going on out in what they call the dead zone that nobody wants to talk about. And this robot that they're talking about is this, he's like, I did everything for the mission, whether you like it or not, I did for the mission. And then this character you see on the cover just shows up at the door, and he's just like this outdated robot that apparently shouldn't even be around anymore. So now craziness is about to ensue. Meanwhile, there's like a robot uprising too. It's kind of like Transformers meets
iRobot.
It's interesting. Meets like a little bit of WALL-E too, because the humans are moving to another planet.
I like it. All right, that is fun. But yeah, so Stargirl here, all these lost characters that she's discovered, she indoctrinates them into the proper DC universe with that issue.
Mhm.
And
Is
I
it
mean,
like
she's-
all actual like old DC characters like Lost?
right, but like that, like Boom, the Flash's daughter, right?
Okay, yeah,
And like, and I mean, spoilers, everyone. There is a moment where she sees Jay Garrick at the end, and she goes, "Dad," and his eyes are like, you know, like popped. And if you're a big fan of Jeff Johns' JSA stories from his run, you know that it was very, very difficult for him and his wife to think about the loss of their son, right? And Wally and Barry were always like this substitute for. I don't know if it was their son or their child, but anyhow. But Boom, she's there, and she's like, "Hey, Dad." So I don't know what this spells for the reincarnated JSA / reincarnated, you know, young JSA, but it's interesting. And like, and in the meantime, in the Golden Age book, Helena is still running around in the proper DC timeline, acting like she's from the past, not quite getting that she's in an alternate Earth.
almost like a little bit of a Doctor Who kind of thing.
Yeah, like she doesn't get it. Like even she sees our Batman. It's like, Dad, and it's like, honey, did you not figure it out yet? Like these things, like, you know, because she's so confused, you know. And I'm just like, oh, girl, I'm like, that's Fate's helmet. You're going all over the place. But it's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh my God. All right, I have no idea. I'm trying to remember what I'm doing over here. I'm like, we have no audience. I'm like, there's no one saying anything.
Well,
There's
you
no
gotta remember,
WhatsApp.
Sam always starts off with our giveaway coming up too. Our
Oh.
500 subscribers
Oh yes,
giveaway.
let's not forget the giveaway.
Like and subscribe. That
We've got a
video.
giveaway. We are at 490. We're 10 away from our 500. Everybody,
Right.
we are 10 away. All right. So I'm gonna post the video in all of our comments. You're going to look at the video, comment on the video, like and subscribe. Make sure you have a proper YouTube account and that you can edit the comments after we've made contact with you if you are the winner. And I'm finding the link right now because that's a whole ordeal. And that's cool. And let's put that in the comments to everybody.
So, but the three prizes are the entire run of, was it Heroes in Crisis?
Heroes in Crisis.
I forgot who donated. You have to remind me.
Oh my God, I forgot too. I'm so sorry.
Oh, like a toy, like yeah.
And we only say it all the time. Sam says it all the time.
Too.
It's any something, any comic, any
comic and toys. Is that sound right?
That's it. Yes.
Any comic and toys.
Yes.
Any comic and toys.
Look, we're good.
There you go. Or you could win, if you want one, a head sketch of your favorite character drawn by me, or really any character. It doesn't have to be your favorite, whatever you want. And then we still have to decide. I guess we're deciding this week. First prize is a 9.8 CGC book that we're picking this week.
Yep.
We're supposed to have some help with that.
We are.
So let's see how it goes.
There's a couple books on that wall that I want, so I hope we don't pick one of the ones I want.
But hey, speaking of CGC, I'd like to draw your attention, collectors. Let us talk about some CGC Signature Series events that are coming up. As soon as I get the freaking window up. And I'm sorry, guys.
Are these the ones where you got to send them in?
You should check out City Boy. It's a good comic. I read this week. This is
you know, he reminds me of Jonathan Hawkmoon from The Authority.
Okay.
Right, because like he communicates with the city he's in.
Yeah. I didn't read The Authority, but yeah, that's kind of all right.
Yeah, I thought that was a little different, but I'm like, okay, I'm all right with that. All right, so you guys look at what I'm looking at. So this one is my personal favorite, all right? Because you got Mark Bagley, Brian Michael Bendis, and Randy Eberlin as the private signing. You have options for Mark and Randy to do remarks, okay? So let's break down the cost, all right? Brian's signature alone, 95 per item. Mark's signature alone, 95 per item. Randy's alone, 95 per item.
That's
Mark,
terrible.
Mark and Brian together, 130 per item. That's,
Okay.
of course, what I'm most interested in. And if you're interested, Mark and Randy together, 130 an item. And then a remark by Mark Bagley is 135. A remark by Randy is 120. And if you're doing Brian, Mark, and
The remark, yeah.
yeah,
But they
well,
both
no,
sign it
this
and a remark.
private signature. Oh, signature.
2 signatures and then Bagley remarks it too.
Bagley remarks it. Okay, so that's 205. Private signing fee, Randy Eberlin head sketch, 235 per item. Randy full figure, 385. Randy 8.5 by 11, 385. I mean, like, they give you everything. And then all the submission stuff is down here on their website. If you're gonna do it alone, you create an account. If you're gonna do it through, a local store like Alternaverse, you just, head in there and, just try to make sure everything's like bagged up in good condition and ready to ship.
What I would say too, my recommendation is if you're doing this, do it in a window bag.
Yes.
So much easier for them. They just sign it and slide it. They don't have to take it out.
And
put it
just
back
look,
in.
you can purchase window bags from
Perfect.
CGC.
But if
20
you make the
window
window bag
bags.
yourself,
Yes.
you can put it. You can say, "Hey, please sign here," as opposed
Yes.
to with the window bag. That's kind of put it wherever they want. They're that style window bag anyway.
Yeah. But even still, I mean, look, for the purposes of what we want here, like,
Oh yeah,
it's super effective.
absolutely. Those are perfect for. I find if you're getting books signed that you're not going to get graded at cons, you put them in
Yeah.
there and you kind of just and boom and keep it moving. Whereas if it's something I'm getting graded, I usually have an idea of where I like them to sign it. But
Listen, just come back, sign signature series 9.6 or higher, and I'll be happy.
right.
I'll be happy because there are some really great books that you could have signed by these guys.
Well, I always the last 2 years when I've gone to Baltimore, I've taken a handful of books to get signed by Bendis, and then he pulled out like the day before or 2 days before. I was like,
Painful.
So
Why
might be
wasn't I
worth it.
signed in before you guys?
nah.
I cannot believe this. Oh my God. But anyhow, key alerts. All right.
What I will say
Oh,
too. is
Scotty Young signing, by the way.
oh, nice.
Oh,
I will say with those
He's from
CGC
Wilco.
signings, the return is usually pretty quick too. Because I don't want
Yes,
to say
6 weeks.
they prioritize them, but it seems like those come back faster than if you just send something in.
Yeah, well, they say that they're priority in the description.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah, it says 6 week turnaround on your submission. That's
Right.
like right here. Bendis.
Well, that's not including pressing though, right? Because the pressing.
No,
also-
exactly. It's 8 weeks if you include pressing, but they tell you they're very upfront about all of it. I really, really like it.
Right.
And I've already done one of these signings. I did it for Tom Taylor, and those books came back like before the 6 week deadline. They were back in my hands.
The only time I've done it with this, where I've sent it in, was George Perez.
Oh, that was
Because
the
I
best
had
time to do
I
it.
had my Infinity Gauntlets. And I was like and they were already signed by Starlin. I'm trying to think. They're signed 4 times. Starlin, Rubenstein,
Or not? No, Rubenstein. Yeah.
and the editor. I can't remember the editor's name. And I was like, the only time I'll ever crack these is if I can, Perez is somewhere. And it was like, when I was like, there was always that rumor that he's pretty sick. He might stop doing shows. So that came up. I'm like, oh, I'm doing it. So I had one that was a 9.6 and one that was a 9.8. And then on that form, it's not clear as to, which one you want to press. I'm like, just press both of them. I'm not worried about it. They both came back 9.8s. So they're signed 4 times. They're both 9.8s.
That's awesome. So, in case you're wondering what fantastic things you could send in for Bendis to sign, I believe this action is his first issue writing Superman.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Avengers Disassembled is major. Ultimate Spider-Man #1, major.
Civil War.
Civil War, major. Ultimate Fantastic Four, major. Alias,
House of
very
M.
major. House of M is major. The Illuminati, the Mighty Avengers, the New Avengers.
And he did the Iron Man run that introduced Riri.
That is
any
true.
Riri book's going to be his.
But most importantly, Ultimate Spider-Man. So that if you have that Ultimate Fallout, there's a good time to send that in. And of course, and have Bagley and Brian Michael Bendis do it. Let's see, Ultimate Spider-Man. What is this? First appearance of the Bombshells. Okay. And Avengers. See, these are the ones that like I'm only mildly excited about. Like I may send it in, but like I don't feel like Avengers versus X-Men is high priority. You know?
No, yeah, maybe that's one that they both worked on. Is that why? Maybe that's why it's on the list.
Oh no, I'm sure they both worked on it, which is great. But like, you know,
What's the big deal with that Guardians book? Because I think I have that, but I can't think what.
The origin of Star-Lord.
Is it? Is it the first time they did it?
Yeah,
they've done it a couple times now.
I think I think this is the complete origin. Right, where they actually make sense of his old origin and his modern origin and straighten it out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay,
so that is pretty cool. Uncanny X-Men #1 is neat. All new X-Men, yeah, that was pretty good. This Spider-Man where they meet for the very first time, pretty good. So that one's, if you've got it, definitely worth sending it. Ultimate Doom, where Reed is revealed to be the ultimate, evil. I mean, that one's pretty good, and he's coming back because they're doing that whole Ultimates thing soon. So like the Siege is not bad, but again, yeah, look at this, the High, $3. Like that. This was not his absolute best. It was like I feel like he wrote one too many Avengers books by that point. I'm sorry, I still really enjoy him most of the time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised none of the Iron Man books are on here. But
maybe
whatever.
Is there another page? There's another page.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. They can only put so many.
I was gonna say, why isn't there any Daredevils? Oh, also, yeah,
I am that Iron Man.
Yeah, Civil War 2 one is the one where is number 4 is the one where Hulk dies? I can't remember.
Man, and I even thought about sending that Invincible Iron Man to get graded just to get it graded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now there's a good time. Get it graded by Bendis. Let's see.
Might be worth it. Yeah, I might have to.
Oh, I think so. I mean, come on. It's a $30 book on its own, and it's a legit character, which is nice.
Well, and they're going to use her more going forward. And she's got her. It was a series, and now it's a movie. Is that the way it went? I can't remember.
No, she's still a series, if I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. So the artist on this was Stefan. So if you want to do just a Brian Michael Bendis one, it's this. But I'm saying if you're going to start digging through the tank, this is going to be like a real investment. So go de-ice whatever credit card you're going to use for this.
You're not wrong. But if you get a membership, I don't know if it's still the case. It used to be the case with CGC.
I have the membership, and you do get a discount.
Well, you get a credit, right?
Oh, when you do your first membership, right? You'll get a credit for 2
books. Well, you renew it every year, right?
I think when you renew it, you get 2, but my renewal is in July, so.
Oh, see, yeah, because I first signed up like in August, right before Baltimore every year. So it was like it would renew right before I went. So it was perfect because I would get like 2 or 3 books basically graded for free because I'm already paying for my membership, but the membership cost plus the credit was like, I was getting 2 or 3 for free.
So so when I joined, I used my membership for my 2 Tom Taylor signatures.
Okay.
So that worked out really.
Who did that DC? Did he do the DC? Oh, he did a story in that DC Nation.
He did.
That DC Nation book has one of the best Joker stories ever.
And apparently it's his. Apparently it's his.
Is it his? I don't remember.
Yeah, he wrote the whole. According to this, he wrote the whole issue.
I thought for sure that he did. That it was Tom King did just that portion of it. But okay, because he does the story where it's Joker and Catwoman. They're all beat up, laying on the floor of the church. And he's
he doesn't know he's upset about the wedding, right?
Yeah, you didn't send me my invitation. Like, what gives type thing.
Like we don't have that kind of
Great story.
relationship.
And then he, if you remember, they show him he's stalking that guy who's going to his mailbox, and he thinks that guy stole the invitation or whatever. Yeah, it's a great Joker story.
So funny. This one's interesting. You know, it's funny. He introduced a lot of stuff. Naomi, you know, her dying alternate universe, you know, Brutus, a new threat. And like, I don't feel like it panned out.
No. I agree.
You know, but like, I'm not saying the concepts were interesting, but the execution was not great.
Well, Jessica Jones was all his too, right?
Yo, yeah, absolutely. Yes.
So there's
Jessica Jones is his, and Alias, I mean, not literally all of them, but all the original ones are his.
Right.
Oh wow, this one's a special Netflix edition. So if you've got that, that's special.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Ultimate Cataclysm. Geez, 2013.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, I mean, well, yeah, there was so many that did not go well, but he did. I think I really respect his Iron Man run. He has an excellent Daredevil run.
Iron Man run is pretty unparalleled.
Yeah, and his Daredevil run is excellent. I cannot believe there's no Daredevil on this list.
Yeah,
like I know a lot of people I know like fell in love with. Oh, here we go. There we go. Marvel Knights Daredevil number 58. All right, so at least there's one Daredevil. There's Elektra. I didn't know he did this Hellspawn comic.
You're gonna make me look to see if I have that Daredevil now. I think I have that Daredevil.
And look, this particular issue of Hellspawn features Mike Moran, the alter ego of Miracle Man, which of course, you know, is Marvel Man and is in the hands of Marvel. He did some Sam and Twitch. I didn't know that. All right, everybody, if you could dig these out. Wow, he wrote Batman Chronicles 21. First published work by Brian Michael Bendis at DC is Batman Chronicles 21.
Wow.
Wow. So that's a unique collector's item. And look, you can pick it up for like $4 if you're lucky. Look at that. And Iron Man 596. First meeting of Ironheart and Blade.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's when they went back to the legacy numbering so they could do 600.
Yes. That is all right. That's neat. All right. I guess we should go into the keys of this week.
The keys of the week.
The keys of the week. Power Girl special number 1. Now I'm excited because I love Power Girl, but it's a non-key. It's a non-key.
And it's not a cover we haven't seen 100 times.
I mean, it's a little different. There's jet fighters in the background this time.
So the background makes it different because the pose and everything else is exactly the same. Don't get me wrong. It's a good looking cover, but
I mean, it's a good pose. It's a good cover. I mean, and of course,
but you're going to pay an extra $1 for that cover because that's not the A cover. That's the cardstock cover.
Oh, come on. The cover is done by Marguerite.
It's a good cover. No, I'm not. And there's a foil because I just saw it today. There's a foil cover.
Oh, wait, the interior art is Marguerite. Art Germ is the cover. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess who has a CGC signing?
Of course.
They have one too. So if you guys are interested, there you go. All right. World Tree number 1, retailer appreciation variant. And you know this exists probably because of all the era printing.
Mm-hmm.
Retail appreciation variant limited to one
per store.
Wow.
Wow.
You won't.
That's a Momoko too.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You won't see that book.
Cover
that book is going to CGC. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, of course it has to. DC
that won't be in the box at Alternaverse. Pride 2023.
Yes, I'm not crazy about this cover. But let's
they have
see.
like I imagine there's like a ton of different coverage for this.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be other covers. And the Pride collections have been pretty solid.
Also not a key.
And also not a key.
Fact,
and look, Warlock Rebirth number 1, second printing. Not a key.
Not a key.
Although the cover artist is Ron Lim this time.
Mm-hmm.
Pathfinder: Wake the Dead, the first comic book series based on a popular role-playing game. I think this is their first comic book.
Oh, really?
Yep. Exclusive
Wow.
Pathfinder RPG character options included. So yeah, if you really are into role-playing games, and we know a lot of people who want a quest story, I feel like this is it right here.
Mm-hmm.
And look, Fred Van Liete is writing it. All right. And Iman Casillas. Well, we'll learn more about the artist in time, I'm sure. A non-key Savage Strength of Starstorm #1.
This one looks interesting, but it's I guarantee it's a key non-key because it's a #1.
Yeah, of course. Drew Craig is the writer and the cover artist. The interior artist, Jason Finestone. After a meteor destroys his school, an orphaned amnesiac discovers an alien artifact in the rubble that will determine the fate of the entire universe. All right, it's an image book, so there's that. Amazing Spider-Man #26. In case you didn't hear about it, Ms. Marvel's gonna die.
Oh, man.
And of course, it's a key. It's the death of a character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick. All right, Power Girl Special #1.
How's
First
this on here twice? So this one's a key, but the other one's not.
Because the other one is a variant where they're making it a key because it's the first appearance of the Horseman of Johnny Sorrow.
Yeah, but the
Pendulum
interior's
Piper.
not different than on the other one.
No, I get it, but I guess their rationale. Like, dude, I'm really guessing for them. I'm really trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I really am. You know. So like, but yeah, if you're gonna spring for it, spring for the extra $1. Get the cover you really want. But I like the idea of the Horseman of Johnny Sorrow. Johnny Sorrow is a terrifying JSA villain, so I really kind of enjoy that. And I'm hoping Leah Williams can really bring it. Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum is a prequel to the video game Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. There's a digital code for free in-game cosmetic item. It is a non-key, folks. Carnage 13, non-key. It's just part of the Carnage Reigns events. Edge of Spider-Verse #2, first appearance of Sky Spider, the guardian of a secluded village.
I mean, come on.
And I believe it's the second appearance of what's her name? The Princess Spider-Man?
I don't read these. So I have no idea.
Whatever. My precious Luciano is on it, so I'll be there. Venom Lethal Protector 2 #3 is another non-key. And here we are. Cover artist Pablo Siqueira, so that's good.
I mean, I like the cover.
All right, so those are the keys of the week, according to Key Collector. Heavens to Betsy. All right, let's go see what their hot books are. All right, so we got Amazing Spider-Man 601. All right, the high is 120.
This was a book that at one point Campbell put out a draw this isn't your style, and a bunch of people did. It was kind of interesting.
Yes. So controversial cover art in 2020, 2021. An artist caught the attention of J. Scott Campbell after posting to Tumblr a fixed edition of the cover being less.
Yeah, it's that, I was gonna say it's that cover of
too.
Spider-Man.
That's right.
That was the controversy on it.
Yeah. So, and as you can see here, it just goes on and on and on. And it's been selling well. So if you have it, guys, 601, good for you. Get out there. Woo! Amazing Spider-Man 631. This one's good to have Bagley sign. First full appearance of Carnage, spawn of Venom, which leads to, of course, us discovering a race of parasite symbiotes. And it is selling higher. So again, I this is one, if I dig it out, I am sending it for Bagley to sign, definitely. And Action Comics 252, first appearance of Supergirl and Metallo. He's the backup story.
That's a little bit out of my price range for a comic book.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Phil. I'll get you one. We'll get two.
Legend of Zelda #1, comic book inspired by the video game. Link first appears in Link So this is not Link's first appearance. Link first appears in Nintendo Comics sneak preview.
Oh,
But this one is still going up, and I mean, it is the first Legend of Zelda comic officially, so that's cool.
Right.
Fantastic Four 49 is on the rise, again, out of our price range. Amazing Spider-Man 129, first Punisher, out of our price range. Conan the Barbarian, #1, first Conan, out of our price range. Star Wars Heir to the Empire, first appearance of Thrawn. I think Green Shirt Guy has
Green
this
Shirt
one.
Guy
I have
has
two of them.
two.
I have
Oh,
one graded, one raw.
Oh, well, your investment shall be worth it.
I have that book too. Well, it's RJ's, but I have that book too.
Marvel Superheroes #8, first black suit of which will become Venom.
I gotta get it eventually, but I got the first two Secret Wars now, so I'm 2 of the set.
This is the one that I did. Did you see it last year or no? That I did Ramon. I did this cover, but I put Ramon's face in there.
Oh, that's funny. I remember that. Wolverine, first solo title, first cameo of Yukio, going for a high of 150, and that is, my friends,
Some very hot comics.
some very hot comics.
First Punisher up in
Almost
there.
all out of our price.
First Galactus. Like,
I think the Amazing Spider-Man ones are very interesting and noteworthy.
first Supergirl.
Well, that one's noteworthy, but out of our price range. Moving over to cover price. Look at their top. At #10, Marvel Superhero Secret War #8. At #9, a new entry, Silk, but I guess particularly this cover.
Well, that
Dave
was on
Nakayama.
a couple weeks ago. I think it's bounced back and forth. It's been on and off.
Yes. The Virgin cover, second print of Spider-Man #7, first Spider-Boy, is at #8. Yep, I am right. Is the second print Virgin.
Okay, I was wondering why that was only #8, but okay.
#7 is Web of Spider-Man, #1. First appearance of the Vulturons. Vulturions? Interesting. So I guess, hold on, I guess that would be these guys. A team of vultures that I definitely had forgotten about.
Are they gonna? Is there spec that they're gonna use in a movie or something?
They could be in a movie. Maybe they showed up well, it doesn't even say where they showed up. Just says it's their first appearance. It only went up a little bit, but I guess enough to catch your attention.
Right.
And it's still Web of Spider-Man #1. And at #6, Amazing Spider-Man that I can't read.
That's that hologram cover. I remember that comic.
It's one of the hologram covers. First appearance. Oh, because this has a preview of Spider-Man 2099 in it.
Okay.
But it's also a 30th anniversary issue, which is great. All right. It's gone up about 8% this week. All right. And this one sold for $600. Raw, very fine. Interesting. Okay. Fun to know. Midnight Suns at #5. Midnight Suns from Ghost Rider 28. First cameo appearance of the Midnight Suns. First appearance of the Caretaker. First appearance of Lilith. First appearance of Meat Market. It's gone up 143%. That's amazing. It sold raw at $344. I guess it was still in the bag too, the original bag.
Oh yeah.
All right, good to know.
If you have one in the bag, I don't think I've ever seen this, but if you have a book like that that's still in the bag and you send it to CGC, do they just leave it in the bag?
I have no idea. And then
because it loses value if you take it out. So I wonder what they do.
Yeah, it's weird, and I really don't know the answer to that.
Like if you say you had an X-Force #1 and you had the Deadpool card,
yes,
it's still in the bag, you're not going to open it
unless they see the comic and the card and everything for you.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. But
Do you really want that?
They say that they like to look through every single page and make sure there's no damage on the inside, but obviously they can't do that.
Oh, they take it out the bag. We got a comment. They take it out the bag.
Oh, please share. They do take it out of the. Oh, Sam is watching. How sweet.
They take it out the bag. We got the comment.
Well, now I don't want them to take it out the bag.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Because sometimes those bags are kind of neat too. Hope you feel better, Sam.
Yes.
Lots and lots of liquids. That I did this. I felt crap on Saturday when I got home. I had the same thing.
Ambassadors #1 is up on the rise as well.
I don't have that cover. I have the other cover for Ambassador. I have. Oh, it's right there.
I have the Larraz cover, the one all the way to the right.
This one.
Yeah.
I have the one in like the center.
This one here.
Yup, I have that cover.
It took me some working, but I did get this one. And it's a great series. So
it got read this week. Like there's a yup. That was a.
And of course, Spider-Man 29.9 meets Spider-Man. That's up, which I guess, yeah, because Into the Spider-Verse is coming, so the interest is there.
This week.
Yes, it's Thursday. And of course, Spider-Man 2099 #1 is in the #2 slots. First solo title feature, very cool. And of course, he's a major player. And of course, in #1, Spider-Boy's first appearance. Look at him. It took a little bit of a dip.
I don't think that's going to stay there forever, but that's me.
No, I don't think so.
But you know what I mean? I don't think that's going to hold its value the way everyone's hoping it will.
No, and look
I have the other. I have the first cover out there. Like I had that first cover, not the.
Look at this second print. You have the one with what's her name? This one.
Yep.
I have both of them. I do have the one with him. I may just send the one with him on the cover graded. And also, this is a Bagley cover, if I remember correctly, right?
That's Ramos, I think.
Oh no, that is Humberto Ramos. Well, I guess I'll hold on for an Humberto Ramos signing. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my God! Weekly movers in highest units, Ambassadors, X-Men #1, Wolverine #1, Storm #1, Midnight, the Ghost Rider #28, and Spider-Man #1 from 1990 is on the move again.
I saw one of those today. Anthony bought one from somebody.
Yeah, I had one of my friends looking it up. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So that's our movers and shakers over here. All right. I've done cover price. I did key collector. Who am I missing?
We're going to do the hot 10 for cover price.
Like, right? Is there a top? Yeah.
Or not, Sam knows. Sam, what's the other one we look at?
What is the other one?
The other top 10.
Is it like the CDC Hot 10 or something? Or
CBC?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it might be it.
He said CBSI. That's it.
Yeah.
CBSI.
CBSI, gentlemen. Give me a hot minute. Let's go find that.
Hey.
Talk amongst yourselves. The Russian Revolution was neither Russian nor a revolution.
I picked up Action Comics this week, which is actually like really pretty good. So Action Comics was a good one this week that I read.
Action has been really good, and Action has really been celebrating the 4 Supermen.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna get one of the real reasons I ended up getting Action Comics this week was because there were none of the Marvel books, so DC can shine a little bit. Like
it lured you in.
There you go.
Oh wow, Hot 10 back in action. This nightmare of a comic. Ultimate Fallout #4 Clayton Crane acetate variant. It's virtually impossible to know for sure, but it appears legitimate sales of this are now in the $350, $400 range. Easily the most controversial thing to come about in the hobby in a very long time. Everyone has an opinion. I'm just reporting that this kind of publicity puts a major spotlight on a lot of stuff that used to be hidden in the shadows. Will the hobby collectors and retailers learn from this? I would like to think so, but no, people are terrible.
No,
not everyone's terrible, but enough people are terrible that it's gonna just be there.
It's just interesting that because you always heard about stuff like this, and it was always speculated, but they got caught with their pants down and then tried to pretend like it wasn't happening.
I just don't understand. Why would you do anything in a public place?
Because you're stupid, right? And you think you can get away with it.
If you know Fulana is coming, right? And you're gonna give Fulana 75 copies of something. Why wouldn't you have anyone prepare the 75 and put it in a private box for Fulana to give to her, So
why would you not just meet her at her hotel room?
Right, meet her in a hotel room. Meet afterwards for drinks. Come find me when the show is shutting down. I don't understand.
Before the show starts.
I'm not condoning what they did, but if you're going to do it, don't expose yourself like an idiot.
That's what I always say to my sons. I don't want you to lie to me. I'd much rather you tell me the truth, and I'll be upset if it's whatever. But if you're gonna lie to me, at least be good at it. Don't what do we do?
Like, try, people, try. Anyhow, like I said, I don't condone it, but I mean, if you're gonna be deceptive, like, don't do this, and don't go. Whatever. I'm done. All right, Poison Ivy from 2022, number 3, Seth MacKinnon, 1 in 50 variant has made it to the number 2 spot. Wow, the guy writing this is like, I'm an idiot. I specifically said I was going to buy it on a YouTube show when it was 60, and then I forgot.
Yeah.
In Amazing Spider-Man number 5. No, Amazing Spider-Man number 5. It's a Howard Mackey's the writer, John Burns the artist. $40. This has been going around for 2025. Casting news of Maddie Franklin has caused additional interest in the character. I'm assuming she's been casted for what? One of the Sony movies, I'm assuming, right?
Gotta be.
All right. Bang number 1. I think most of us would agree that anything with Idris Elba will be watchable. How that helps the long-term value of this book is another story. I do like Dark Horse titles getting their due, although I'm still waiting for a few big ones to ramp up.
I think I have the ash can of this.
That's cool. Now's the time. Move now, because we don't know.
Right.
Edge of Spider-Verse number 1, Umberto Ramos variant featuring Aranya. Artist Mark Bagley on this one. Another, grading material. I get people wanting Spider first appearances, but this book is not rare, so take this book with a grain of salt. Okay. I mean, at least it's a variant, dude. Sandman Special number 1. This was free. That's true. I remember getting it for free. Look, I would love to put any of the original series issues on this week. I'm 1 episode in, thought it was very well done. Fact is, the prices on all the keys are either down or holding steady. This one gets the nod, though. All right. The Hood number 1, 9.8 back to $500. It's a bit odd to me that while there have been a bunch of raw sales, the raw price hasn't really changed this week. The Hood was shown in Ironheart photos. 9.8 started the year at around 500, then had fallen to 375, 400, but I guess they're back up. Okay. Predator Raza variant. Lots of Predator variants this week. To be honest, they all look good. The Prey movie was very well received, and I've heard people saying that the book is a good read too. Plug in hot artist, and you have a winner. All right. Number 9, Dead of Night, Werewolf by Night number 1, a Marvel Max book from back in the day. $30+. I don't know much about this book other than the print run is very low. Or pretty low, like maybe less than 10,000 copies. Couple that with a pretty savage cover and a character that is pretty hot, it makes sense why this one has gone up in value the past couple of weeks. And I think some of you have this next one, Kill Pop number 4, the Adam Hughes variant.
I want that book.
You want it, but you don't have it.
I don't. I wish I did.
But we didn't. We talk about getting this book. Or am I imagining things?
What's
I guess
that?
I'm imagining
this is there's the other variant that's way more higher value on this, isn't it?
Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Escape variant.
Here we go.
I was gonna say Sam says to take the
yeah, I got it.
You just did.
Everybody's phone was off. Like,
all right. And now, what am I sharing? It doesn't even show you what I'm supposed to be sharing.
Oh, did you have a? There we go.
All right.
Outfield number.
I'm gonna have to get dual monitors.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Oh my. Interesting. All right. There's Sandman. There's the Hood. There's Werewolf by Night. All right. What makes this special? Strange number on this one. 61 and 67 graded copies are 9.8. Seems like 67 graded copies is a lot for a rare book, but I suspect if we check the census a year from now, it won't be much different. I think that all copies are encased at this point. All right.
Yeah, this is the clean one. There's like the one where it's a little more risque, let's just say.
That is sure. All right. I guess that brings us to the main event.
You got to do it in the British accent, like Sam.
Of course. Oh, pick of the week is Green Arrow #2, and the indie pick of the week is Supermassive. Very
That
nice.
was last week, right?
Yes. All right. Now, hold on.
What about browse?
No, but there's a much easier way
Oh,
for
okay.
this. And of course, tonight there we go.
Yeah,
There we have it, folks.
Oh,
All right. Let's kick this off properly. Oh my God, it really doesn't want to let me do anything. All right. All right, Detective Comics. Number 1072. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 26. Punisher, number 12. Deadpool, number 7. Carnage, number 13. Doctor Strange, number 3. Captain America, Symbol of Truth, number 13. Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, number 32. World Tree, number 2. The Scorched, number 18. Venom, Lethal Protector, number 2. Oh, sorry. Volume 2, number 3. God. Edge of the Spider-Verse, number 2. X-23, Deadly Regenesis, number 3. Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain, number 4. Power Girl Special, number 1. Spider-Man 2099, Dark Genesis, number 5. Alien, number 2. Silver Surfer Ghostlight, number 4. DC Pride.
hey, click on let's see the alternate covers for DC Pride. Let's see what they look like.
Oh, I do want those. Oh, wait. Let me not make a bigger mistake. Look at these covers. That's very nice. This one's interesting. Let's see. Oh, a classic. The
I was
Lover.
gonna say there has to be a Poison Ivy
Of
Harley
course.
Quinn cover in there somewhere.
Of course.
They're the power couple of DC. And then this is-
better.
So this is funny that it is a sideways view of the other cover.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, in that purple one, that Harley one with a different background.
Yes.
Just different colors.
I
That's
wonder.
like a 1 in 50.
Yeah, this has got to be right. That paneled one is 1 in 50. The Harley one is a foil variant, and then this one is just a variant. It seems.
That
No,
to me,
1 in
that
50.
that
Wow.
makes me laugh because it almost looks like they said to the colorist, "You know what? We want you to color it. Take your foot off a little bit," and then the other one's like, "Do whatever you want."
I'm really happy with the collection of artists, and I'm very happy to see Nicole Maines here. Still writing her character from the Supergirl TV series Dreamer. So that is cool. All right, Gargoyles number 6, Avengers Beyond number 3. Did any of you read this yet?
Yes.
No.
What are your thoughts?
It's pretty good.
I thought the first issue was good. I never
Yeah.
saw the second issue, and now we're already on issue 3.
The second issue has Wasp on the cover.
I will be looking for it. All right. And I got off centered. Bum. Clobbering Time, number 3. Star Wars Son of Staros, number 4. Local Man, number 4, which I've been enjoying. Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures, number 5. Suicide Squad: Kill Arkham Asylum, number 1. Star Trek Annual for 2023. I don't even think they gave it a number.
No, I don't think they did either.
Nope, it's the 2023 annual. That's how we're rolling.
They've been doing that with in DC as well, though. They stopped numbering them.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Yeah.
I guess, just to make it work. Barbaric Hell to Pay, number 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures continued, number 1. I see they made it into a second series. Icon versus Hardware, number 3, which, by the way, this series is freaking dope. People should be checking it out, and I feel like it's just kind of ignored. Reginald Hudlin is an amazing writer. Leon Chills, wonderful. Dennis Cohen, great. Like, it's just been such a fantastic story, and I just love these covers. There's the 1 in 25.
That's a homage to what is it, Green Lantern, Green Arrow?
Yes. To that hard traveling heroes. I wonder, is that the 1 in 25? What is this? That is the 1 in 25. Of course. It looks great. All right, it's back to our list. Deep Cuts, number 2. The Rocketeer, number 1. Soaring into stores this Wednesday. Torrent, number 4. Nightwalkers, number 4. Door to Door, Night by Night, number 6 from Vault Comics. Vampirella Strikes, number 13. Grim Fairy Tales, number 72. Street Fighter 6, issue 2. Barbarella, The Center Cannot Hold, number 4. My Hero Academia, number 390. Tales from Nottingham, number 4. Savage Strength of Starstorm, number 1. Ancient Enemies, number 4. They're All Terrible, number 3. The Curse of Cleaver County, number 2. Pop Scars, number 3. The North Valley Grimoire, number 1. Pathfinder, Wake the Dead, number 1. Kitsune, number 3. Lady Death, Diabolical Harvest, number 1. Catfight, number 1. Zombicide, Day 1, number 4. Azza the Barbed, number 5. Robin Hood, Spawn of Narala Hotep. All right, I'm lost on that one, folks. Back issue number 144, featuring the Savage Lands and Khazar. Deep Dark, number 3. San Julian's Queen of the Lost, number 1 from Opus Comics. Scout Comics, The Bones of the Gods, number 4. Never Under, The Final Duel, number 3. Dahlia in the Dark, number 6 from Mad Cave Studios. Black Clover, number 360. Franklin and the Ghost, number 1 from Source Point Press. Santos Sisters, number 4. Rawhead Reborn from American Mythology, number 1. Tales from the Pandemic, number 1, Band of Bards. Blue Exorcist, number 141. Dylan Dog, number 441. The Aversions, number 1. World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest, number 130. Roach Mill, number 3. Nervous Rex, number 3. Toy, number 2. I see it, don't say it. And if returning from hiatus, like wind on a dry branch, number 127. The drought is over. Silence, number 2. The Legion of Exceptional Gorilla Men, number 1. Ben Mortara.
I feel like the universe just went back to normal.
Phantoma Season 2, number 1. She's Hopeless, number 100. Big Ethel Energy Season 2, number 15. Sub-Zero, number 162. Bubble Comics Tanipapump, number 3. Lady Liar, number 16. Goiter, number 8. No Nothing Magazine, number 48. Rust Belt Review, number 5.
Hold on, there's a comic called Goiter. We're just going right by that.
Yes. Spread Love Comics number 17. When Pink Rain Falls number 2. Fun to Funky Mega Mini Comic Edition. The Passenger. The Remarried Empress number 124. And War Epic number 1. And these are your comic books and digital comics available this week, everybody.
Rust Belt review. I don't remember 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah,
Right.
I find that I find that happens a little too much.
This is a smaller week. I will say that because I think on my if
Angel, what's up?
what do you call it comes out, I'll have 8 books. But I looked at it. This is a 5 Wednesday month, and I think that's why.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah, I have a little bit less. Like,
So
Oh,
I'm okay
my
with that.
goodness. I was gonna say, hey, since there's actually 3 people watching, any questions or comments from our viewership before we leave?
shout out to Empire Comics. We see you.
Thank you, Angel, for joining us. Oh man. Well, it's been a lovely show this evening. I want to say thank you for joining us on my behalf, on Sam's behalf, for Phil, for Green Shirt Guy. You know, Tuesdays we're at Alternaverse doing our thing.
Mhm.
And all Empire Comics. Is it heavy or light week? It's a light week, it looks like.
A lighter week. I'm probably most excited. New Punisher book this week. That's one.
All right.
Oh, Black Sheep. That's the one I was waiting for. That might come. It's supposed to come out this week. It's like a $10 book, but it might be like a one shot. So
I'm interested in that Pathfinder book. I'm interested in the Power Girl special. I'm gonna get Amazing Spider-Man to complete my run, but you know I'm gonna do it like angry.
Oh, that'll be like the angry issue. Do we know? And like,
angry issue.
do we know? Like, is she like? Because I remember, like, I actually like, as a kid, I voted for like Jason Todd to live. Dialed the 1-900 number the whole bit.
oh right.
And like he died, and he stayed dead. Like he stayed dead in like for 20 years.
He's what I call Bucky dead.
Yeah, he stayed
Or
like
you're
really
dead
dead.
for a good chunk of time. Oh, actually, yeah, no, we'll call it Bucky dead. But I was gonna say he was gone for a while. Barry Allen was really gone for a while. I mean, there was a nice chunk where there was some real loss. When you died in the comic books, like for as a kid, it was like, oh man, you could really die. Yeah, but nah, it was terrible. But I gotta tell you, the one that really stuck to it, Valiant. Valiant used to like their advertising was Valiant Comics, where dead means dead. I mean, they killed Rye, and I was like, what? Or I was like crazy. And then like a new Rye was born, but he was a new Rye. It was a whole thing.
I don't know like much about it. Like, is she like, is she like dead? Like Batman lost his hand? Like, or is this like?
Well, no, listen. I mean, to everyone's knowledge, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick death.
Okay.
You know it is.
They're always a gimmick death, but this one is like heavy-handed, and that's why I'm having such a hard problem with it. The original Captain Marvel is the only Marvel character that has stayed dead. That is true. Bucky dead went on for a very long time, but Captain Marvel,
Uncle Ben,
but he's not a superhero.
No, that's true. That's true.
Even though Aunt May is basically a superhero because she's come back multiple times.
Right.
Yeah, but no, Uncle Ben has stayed dead. If they're waiting to pull something controversial out of their derriere, it's the reemergence of Uncle Ben.
I mean,
I think they almost cloned him like a few years ago in the clone conspiracy. Like,
I think they did. Although I gotta tell you, I think one of the most sought after issues of Amazing Spider-Man, I'm sorry, not Amazing, Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't remember which issue, but the issue where Uncle Ben dies in Ultimate Spider-Man is a big deal because he doesn't die right away.
Right on.
All
I'm
right.
giving that Savage Strength of Starstorm a shot. That's my reach book, if you will.
I feel like maybe I'm gonna see how I feel.
Well, I mean, like I said, I only have I only have 8 books, so it's not like I'm breaking the bank buying one more book.
Yeah. So look at that. Look at that,
And I
Angel.
think it's only going 5, if I remember correctly, when I was looking at it.
We're ready for that kind of week.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready. And
Yeah,
I need a,
have you looked at the July 4th week? One of the weeks I'm going to be gone. Bad week, my friend.
Is it?
Everything comes out that
and
week.
July 4th is when we end our contest. That's the whole thing.
That's true. That's way to reel it all together.
All right. So I started to say goodbye earlier. So thank you everyone for joining us. Sam, feel better. Thanks for watching. On behalf of myself, Sam, Phil, Green Shirt Guy. We'll see you real soon. Have a great night. Peace
Come
out.
see me Saturday.
And come see him Saturday.